So with Metropolis, we have really spent a lot of time speaking to Gen Z, Gen Alpha, the young generation, and seeing this big rise in personal brands. We're seeing the young generation want to engage with creators, celebrities, influencers. They're the ones that are driving the creator economy. And you have these platforms like Patreon, OnlyFans, Substack, and many more that are leading the charge in connecting consumers with these creators and cutting out the middlemen. So one of the unique insights for us is that purchases are driven by these personal connections. And we looked at a lot of the big commerce platforms out there like StockX, Goat, Cream, these platforms where you see kind of secondary trading as well. And what we've tried to build is an evolution of this on blockchain, where you have increased security and provenance, not just transactional commerce, but community, social, and gaming commerce, and not just physical items, but physical, digital, and digi-physical. So what Metropolis X, which is the first platform I'll show you that we've built, does is allows creators to launch products, monetize, fans to engage, and it tries to solve the problem of the limitation of connectivity you see in a lot of platforms, like even YouTube and Twitch. They're very text-based. So what we're trying to offer here is greater brand and creator to audience connectivity. And we do this for a marketplace that's live. So we'll actually go through the live product where you discover, trade, and personalize your avatar. We've seen that all the big entities right now, when you look at Meta, Roblox, Snapchat, Apple Vision Pro shortly, are all pushing create avatar. I mean, even in WhatsApp right now in settings, the first thing they say is create avatar. So we're realizing this trend, even with AI, I know that was mentioned as the big topic earlier on the call. Avatars are something that I think are going to really come into fruition in the next 2, 3, 4 years. So we're taking a big stance on that. But what we do is the avatar is actually made up of NFTs that tie back and represent real world products, content, and experiences. So what you end up with is an avatar builder meets marketplace where you discover brands and creators lines. We have about 400 brands and creators on board already on the platform. And the idea is that you build with us and then take anywhere. So you create your avatar. It can start simply as a profile picture, but then it can be used in VTubing, big trends in VTubing right now, especially in Asia, AR, VR, filters for social media, and then game integrations like Roblox, Fortnite, and these different environments that you can enter with the avatar, all the way to the real world products. So the idea that if you buy that Supreme Metropolis t-shirt for your avatar, you have the real one delivered to your home, or you can create even custom toys and art, take like the Pop Mart model. So we know people care about their real world stuff as well. So what you end up with is your consumers that want exclusive goods, content, and experiences from the creators and brands that they love, creators that want to grow their audience and monetize, brands that want to target the young generation, which they're not always doing through traditional media. And whilst it's built on blockchain, you don't need to know anything about blockchain. You can check out with credit cards, sign in with email. We create the wallet for you in the background. So it's all done seamlessly. And through the avatar's items, you can unlock experiences, content, physical goods, loyalty, even charity. So think of if Greenpeace launched a collection of us, you buy the Greenpeace t-shirt, now you're donating to Greenpeace, taking that t-shirt, wearing it in different games, promoting it on social media, using it in VTubing. It's actually that one vertical completely redefines young audience to charity connectivity as an example. So I'll jump in now and actually show you the product and the platform, and then show you a few of the other key elements of Metropolis, and then kind of take any questions. But this is Metropolis X. It's the marketplace. So when you come to the site, we call it the collaboration marketplace. Very simple language, create your avatar, unlock exclusive products, content, and experiences, truly own your assets. And we've modeled it on brands like Supreme, where you see these micro drops. Every week, there is something new, there's something fresh, it's limited, it's exclusive. So all our creators here you can see listed, we take that kind of collaborative approach. When you come through the platform, you start with actually like your 2D avatar. That's where we just started with our brand. So take this as an example as an anime character, right? So I start by choosing the facial expression, the eyes. You can see he's got quite a wild expression here. So let's maybe make it more serious, whatever it might be. And then I go through and I start to pick my different accessories for the avatar. But what's really cool here is I shop by different brands and creators. So, Polygon, it's a blockchain. They even have a collection. I could have the Polygon t-shirt. Then I could, put Envia, who's a famous graffiti artist based in Brazil's background on my avatar. So I'm able to actually build my digital identity using multiple different brands and creators. And then with every item, I'm able to see what it will unlock for me. So does this unlock an exclusive piece of music if I buy Steve Aoki's item? Does it unlock a loyalty program if I buy Time Out items? So you're able to shop through the digital identity, checkout seamless, you can use credit card or wallet. So it's done in a very kind of seamless way. And then you have your marketplace. Think of this as Shopify for creators, but for avatars, where you're able to explore the different brands. They have their different profiles. And what's really cool here is I'll give you a very prime example of DigiPhysical. This is a young designer, created 300 glasses in Japan, limited edition. You buy the virtual, you have the physical delivered to you. You can use the virtual in different environments, and it's very seamless. And then on a more technical level, the avatars are actually customizable on chain. So you can actually update the metadata on chain. So I can make changes that occur on the blockchain. And as this is very interesting for Web3 experiences, because it means you can update your avatar across the blockchain. And so from this, Metropolis X, we realized a lot of bigger entities, they love this concept of the avatar marketplace, but they're too big to be in Metropolis X, which is more for younger brands and creators. So here's an example, for example, where you have, take L'Oreal, they have hundreds of brands already as part of their ecosystem. Here, it's a completely different style. You're trying makeup based on skin tone. You're unlocking products, content, and experiences from L'Oreal. It's gamified. It's engaging. So this is a SaaS model that we're actually working on, just because we've had so many kind of big entities come to us and say, well, we would like something similar, but from a kind of SaaS infrastructure perspective. So this is another angle in the business. And then finally, where we all started, so I'm actually kind of showing you our newest product, but we'll bring you to the oldest, is Metropolis actually, at the heart is about being a metaverse. We call it capital cities of the metaverse. So this is our central hub. We actually launched a world, a city ourselves. This is where we actually started. So I'll show you that. But what we're trying to do is make it much more accessible for people to access. So I showed you Metropolis X, the digital identity platform, kind of ran you through the thesis there. I'll show you Metropolis World now, which is where we started. We launched this end of 2022. And what the idea here is Web 2.5. It's about how do I access a world rich in content and product and experiences and stories, but in a tangible and easy way. So when you come to Metropolis World, you can see here this kind of vibrant city via a web desktop. And every property here is actually a non-generative NFT with stories and lore and content. We have all sorts of brands and creators that have their properties here. This is fully gamified as an environment. And we're actually building this out so you can enter all of these properties and they become extensions to your social media. They become environments that you can, host events. Take what we're doing on this Zoom call. Imagine you had, your own property here, and there'd be commerce and merchandise and workshops all happening within a vibrant ecosystem. So this is our first city, and it sold out within 2 hours, actually, when we launched it. So we've got a great, very vibrant community engaged. And what we realized to tie together Metropolis X, the avatars, and Metropolis World is this idea of questing. So the idea that you're essentially able to, let's take Nike as an example, create your Nike avatar. It gives you access to the Nike property. And there's a gaming quest in the Nike property where the winners will earn Nike products. So why is this interesting? It's interesting that Nike will start to engage users through gamification, getting into the younger generation. They'll get data on their power users. It's a new form of engagement. The consumer will have the ability to win Nike products. It creates affinity with that brand. And it's a really kind of interesting way to create new forms of engagement. So that's something that we're launching this year as well. And we've spent a lot of time bringing on very cool partners. So we have great investors, a lot of partners in Web3 and Web2, and a lot of creators and brands, but really focusing, as I said, on the younger, not the big brands. We're going for these younger, like Christian Cohen, famous designer, Blondish is a musician, and Ciella's a famous designer as well, DJs, artists, visual artists. So really trying to get a different group of creators and brands and like following that data to see, what people like the most. And finally, we actually also have a token, which we're launching now. So the token is like your currency in the world. It allows you to, get involved, get discounts, access quests. It ties into the gamification. It ties into the lore. It gives people the ability to have a place in the city. It makes it much more interactive. So that's something that's coming very soon. And we know we've really just brought that all together through our different assets. So we have our Metropolis World passport, you can see here. Like it's our call to actions. We ask you to create an avatar, own a property, own clay, our currency, and collect eggs. So we actually have a collection of eggs and creatures, which is part of the gaming world we're building, and then join the community. So what you end up with is this kind of beautiful world, beautiful IP, creators and brands all coming together, much more accessible than these metaverses you saw come out kind of, which are very clunky and hard to maneuver in, and bringing gaming, commerce, questing, IP, lore all together in one vibrant ecosystem. I went very quickly, so please feel free to ask any questions, and I'm more than happy to answer and kind of delve into it.